I just want to do another live stream before 2021. So Bitcoin had hit another all-time high just a while ago to 28,600. I would like to talk a little bit about the future crypto industry and the Bitcoin cycle. All right, so I would like to repeat again. Okay, probably I didn't stress myself enough. So every Bitcoin cycle is 4 years, and then if you create a U shape, once it breached the previous all-time high, which is 4 years ago, previous all-time high is 19,000 something. So when it breached through from here, count from here, this price point onwards, it will jump 10 to 20 times higher, right? If it follow the previous 3 cycle, right? Previous 3 cycle is never changed. It have the exact same pattern. So will this time be the same? I don't know, but from the look of it, we already heading there. And this time the difference is most of the people who got in is institution who lead the hype. The dump that we always see in the past 3 cycle, okay, let's say we breach all-time high, normally it will drop down maybe 50% within a few days, 30% within a few days, 20% within a day. I start guessing whether this kind of dumping will still happen or not. It might not. That is why I was cautiously advising my friends in the past few weeks that be cautious, we might have a dump, 30% short period of time. I might be wrong this time because from what we know, most of the large institutions who throw 500 millions like MicroStrategy, 50 millions, 100 millions, all these big institutions that they won't get in and out from the market. What they will do is they will invest, they will throw in the money, and they will put it there for the next 5 years, 10 years, or even 20, 30 years. Because they already do their study, they understand the cycle, they understand the mechanism of what the demand and supply that Bitcoin have, the fundamental value, that compared to other assets, they think that this is the assets for the future. Therefore, they make the decision to put the chunk of money and they will never withdraw in a short period of time. So that is why we might not see a very severe dump. If you are watching this segment now, if you haven't bought any Bitcoin, I mean, if you wish to hold for more than 5 to 10 years, which is that cover about 2 or 3 Bitcoin cycle, I mean, you can literally buy now, actually, okay? Because if you're not seeing the short term, even though it maybe drop back to 24,000, it doesn't bother you because you already make your decision to invest for long term. Okay, so what do I see in the future after I share about those elites plan, things like that? Will it affect or take over the crypto industry, all these elites? Okay. Let me bring you something to explain. Okay. Alright. Sorry. There's really a lot to cover today. Because I won't be able to do a very regular streaming. So I would like to conclude what I would like to, what I know and what I would like to think is important that I want to cover, and all chunk into one videos. And then in the future, any of my friends ask about my thoughts on certain things, I will just share them this video. a certain elites that they throw their money, invest their money into a certain vehicle. Let's say a vehicle, investment vehicle is this cup, all right? So this cup, let's say it's a stock market. It already bloated and it surged to a certain height, maximum, to a threshold that it want to blow up. I mean, it will eventually flow out already, and it reach its bottom neck. Okay. So how do you want to multiply your wealth from here? So in order to do that, you need to find another undervalued investment vehicle, which is here I will say another empty cup. All right. So just imagine visually if those elites that they throw in the funds first, okay, imagine how they multiply their wealth, right, when you throw from another vehicle that is still undervalued from the bottom. Okay, your wealth literally will increase and multiply from here. So this is what I'm trying to show to you. Past few years, the 5 to 10 years, most of people try to bash the crypto industry because it is, first, it will disrupt their business, and most of them deem that it is not safe, things like that, because the market is too small and it belongs to originally from a group of people who is average citizens. So eventually they do not want to get in to make those normal citizens rich, right? So they try their way to ban it, but Bitcoin is just like BitTorrent. You know, if you know, BitTorrent is a downloadable software for you to download show, movie files. So it run by nodes everywhere. It's decentralized everywhere. So you cannot ban it. So what happens if you cannot ban certain things? You join them, or you try to benefit from it. So what I'm going to say is, in conclusion, is coming 4 years bull cycle is the most critical moment in the crypto industry. Either the total market cap will be still controlled by the normal people, or it will be taken over or controlled by the centralized financial institution. It depends on how fast the crypto community move. If we move slower than the financial institution, we will lose. All right, but ultimately, the fundamental features of Bitcoin, they can never change it. I mean, we still have chance to win this. What I'm afraid of is our space, which is a very freedom kind of space, allow people to build project on it, allow people to transact with each other, I mean, to distribute wealth fairly, will be influenced or will be heavily regulated by all these banksters. And this will minimize our freedom. And what I foresee is some of the steps that they will use is they will implement different kind of laws to further minimize the flexibility of you buy or sell crypto. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, my point is, if you want to invest any crypto, any amount of Bitcoin crypto, better do it now. So in the coming 1 year or 2 years after, I think the rules and regulation will get extremely, it will be more tightened. And now you're still free because you are still free of RFID chips. Your money, some of your money is still fiat currency, paper money, I mean physical type. You still have some level of privacy. So before you go complete out of your privacy, like I explained just now, all the agenda, you better buy something that is, to hedge the risk from all this centralized entity. I mean, I'm not saying that they are our enemy. I mean, you try to look into this space and give yourself a alternative. Try to look into that and then decide for yourself.